Now, the pressures of modern life mean many of us have felt like giving it all up and heading for the hills at some point or other. Most of us, of course, never actually do it. Well, here's someone who has. Gerd Mueller decided to leave his life in Munich in Germany and get on his bike and go for a cycle. Well, that was back in April 2012, and he's still going, but I'm pleased to say he's got off his bike and he's coming into the studio to have a chat today. Go tell us the story then. Why did you decide to leave your job, leave Germany? What was the motivation?
Yeah, well, thanks first for the invitation. Big pleasure for me. Well, I worked for over 20 years as a manager of financial accounting and controlling in bigger and smaller companies. And there is a lot of pressure. And once in another senseless meeting, I decided to change my life. Yeah, and this is what I'm doing now for quite 3 years.
So you left Munich, and did you have a destination in mind when you set off? And why cycling as well?
Yeah, well, this is my third time in Australia, and the first two times I traveled through Australia by camper van. And honestly, it's too fast. Well, with my heavy loaded bicycle, I'm slow like a snail, and it's more easy to come in touch with people, and it's a really great experience. I never regret this.
So we can see some shots of you during your tour, some shots you've taken there. So you left Munich and you headed to Sydney. It's a long, long way. Were you completely alone when you were undertaking this trip?
Well, until Thailand, I had a travel partner from Austria, but unfortunately, she never wanted to come to Australia. So it was sure that once a day we have our different ways, our different schedule. And well, and since Malaysia, I travel now for my own.
Okay, and you went through some pretty dangerous places, some on paper dangerous countries. Were there some scary moments along the way?
No, honestly. Well, there is too much fear on the world. And so many people warned us, for example, for Albania or for Central Asia. But people are so friendly, yes. And if you travel on a push bike or on a bicycle, yes, so many people think that you're poor because if you would be rich, you would travel by car.
Well, that's the other issue. How do you support yourself financially?
Well, as I mentioned, I worked for over 20 years. I have quite enough savings, and I have some stocks. Well, this gives me a quite, not luxury life, but I am not a low-budget traveler.
But you're raising money for charity along the way.
Until Thailand, I raised money for an NGO in Thailand. And they care for the refugees from Myanmar or Burma. And now I support two Gerd Childs, one in Kyrgyzstan and one in Cambodia.
So you're in Sydney today. How long are you going to keep going?
I have no plan to finish. And because I'm healthy and I'm free and I enjoy my freedom.
Do you get lonely?
Oh, well, I crossed the Nullarbor, which is a long trip. And yeah, sometimes you feel a little bit alone, but this is not a big issue for me.
What are the things that you miss most in your life in the saddle? What are the home comforts that perhaps you miss?
Sometimes I miss a very good German wheat beer.
But overall, your reaction has been a very positive one from the sound of it, from everyone you've met.
Yes, yes. I meet so many friendly people and with a very great hospitality. And, well, now in Australia, I spend more times at hosts from couch surfing, or there's another community, it's called warmshowers.org, and it's from cyclists, for cyclists, because I would like to know more about the Australian mentality.
Well, Gerd Mueller, it's great to meet you. All the best with the rest of your trip, wherever you go next.
Yeah, thank you very much.